Hello everyone and welcome back to CEVO-TV. I'm Misled, with me is Later, and we are getting into map number 2 between Counterlogic Gaming and Method. This is Method's map pick, so side choice goes to CLG, and remember, CLG had that huge comeback on Cash to win 16-14 in the final round of regulation.
Yeah, just barely snaked it out as Tarek actually gets it down to 17 HP here.
And JDM actually finds one out in mid. That's going to be Silent coming from underpass. Hayes gets it onto Toy also before Streb finally trades out. Good smoke coverage coming though inside that A bomb site. They're able to get the bomb planted at least, but it is 4 versus 3. Justin comes up from mid, takes down JDM. That makes it an even 3-on-3 now. And Finesse trying to find some frags if he's able to. Doesn't know where all the T's are. Gets the first one looking towards Connector. And it's going to be the only man left alive. Will be Justin in a good spot to cover, but can't do much. And that'll be Cutler coming in for the defuse. And CLG will take the pistol round away from Method.
Yeah, not exactly too surprised there that CLG was able to come out with the pistol round, but, you know, with the mixed results that they were finding in that last match, you're never really sure exactly what is going to happen with them, but they're securing the pistol round win that you think that they should be capable of, and they are able to bring it home. So now they just need to avoid the pistols of Method. CLG, I think, won that last game off the back of an eco round where they were just pistoled up and getting super aggressive. So I think they recognize the power of ecos and what they can do for you. So they're going to position themselves just to, no matter what happens, by any means necessary, not get ecoed.
Definitely. CLG just trying to hold on to this thing. They need to get this anti-eco off in their favor without dropping players, forcing rebuys. If they can get that economy control, which we've seen them have plenty of times, and we're going to see Method just trying to bail their way directly into this B-bomb site. They do get one on the Finesse, but Tarek and JDM will be there to answer. JDM with 2, actually. One with the scout before he finally goes down. Ely spamming with that Rec 9. Gets 2 out of it, but he's still got a 3rd, actually. Takes down Hayes. One jumps in the window. Cutler ends up getting lucky. Goes down to 35 HP. That could have been a 4K and a clutch for Ely, but luckily Cutler will hang on for his team. Makes it 2-0.
That would have been absolutely huge. And, man, if... I guess Method did get a bomb plant on that first one, but had they gotten a bomb plant on that second one, just had a little bit more cash, this would have been a great round to buy in on. One where they were just only able to save 1 rifle. The CLG is really, really financially invested in the round. If you could strip this one away from them, it would have hurt really badly. But a little unrealistic here, as Method is just going to be buying up P250s pretty much across the board. Ely himself going to have 2 flashes and a smoke with him. Smoke going to be going towards CT. Flashes, I'm sure, will be quick to follow.
JDM the double. Lines it up, gets that double in there. Cutler gets 1. Hayes was able to get 2 at the end of that round. And that'll be CLG up 3-0, but Method will be going on to the full buy here. And let's see, does JDM just go straight for the op? And he's got the cash. He's still debating. There it is. Boom. Pulls it out. Gets the op. Gets some body armor, so he has a little bit of protection here. But, I mean, they are going against AKs, so not going to do much.
Yeah, it is going to be tough, but I really think JDM with that op has an opportunity here to really control the pace of the round. I think the kicker is just going to be that Method's not going to be giving them a lot of opportunities outside of maybe coming through A palace or underpass. I wouldn't so willingly be peeking JDM top of mid, but it seems like Toy has much larger stones than I have, especially with his buddy Ely here, as trying to set themselves up for a potential A split through the connector. Oh, bad smoke though. Could get punished really badly.
That's a huge seam that he has now. But the Molotov will force him out of it though, so I guess it kind of saves it for the time being until the Molotov dissipates and JDM's able to wrap himself wide. No, he's gonna go right back to jungle though. He's gonna have a huge seam now. Actually fires a shot at his teammate. Doesn't matter. Hayes gets 2 before he trades out, so that evens it out actually with CLG up on top player-wise. As no, Justin that makes it 2-on-2. Streb will line up the first one. Tarek repeats the same spot. Gets the shot off, and Tarek is able to see Justin. Justin trying to drop down. Flashbang comes out. Tarek gets across. No, bang!
He's stuck. Tarek,
he's stuck on the wall. Does he peek? Justin finally peeks, and Tarek got so lucky off of that. He's just looking to see if he can. He jumps at the wrong time. Doesn't matter. Justin not quick enough. Yep, and Tarek will survive with the 1 HP anger, and not only get the op.
Oh man, Tarek was just blessed by the CS gods right there. They just
Oh, yeah.
absolutely gave him a blessing, and he was able to come out on top. Oh man, and these teams just getting right back to taking jabs at each other. But either way, that was a really solid strat coming out from Method. I really like everything they had going for them. It was just unfortunate that Silent got killed with the bomb early on T-Stairs and didn't allow their set take to actually work, because the bomb was just never being brought into the site. I feel like CLG did a good job responding to the split through connector and managed to just barely squeak that one out. That was some really solid stuff. But gonna be up to Tarek once again as he's getting jumped on by these pirates. They're coming through the smoke. Starbird gonna be able to take him down. Toy finding one as well. That's an M4 and an AWP in their hands now. And Finesse is gonna be forced back on Cat.
Yeah, he's lit up right now, only 13 HP, and it looks like, yep, they're already committing. Three-man save will be coming out from Counter Logic Gaming. This will be a hard retake for them to make. They know upgraded pistols are out, and there's been two picked up rifles, because Toy has that AWP that was dropped from JDM, and Streb has the M4 that was dropped from Tarek. And man, look at Silent going on the hunt here, trying to take down Cutler with the pistol. And actually, all of the Method players going on the hunt. They really want to take these rifles away from Counter Logic Gaming. And Toy hits the op shot, will drop Hazed. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to get up there and get that rifle in time. No, Justin does make it, just barely. So they will win the round on an eco and get themselves 3 rifles out of it.
Pause coming in here from JDM. Curious if that one is tactical or if it's a game crash situation. Must have been some kind of lag, because
Probably just lag.
yeah. Oh man, Silent is not letting them get any bit of a breather. But oh man, tough round to lose if you're CLG, and they weren't exactly made of cash going into that round. It was just Tarek who stayed alive. So this round they're going to be trying to force up around those M4s ish. I mean, not really. They just bought a Deagle, a 5.7, and a P250, so they're not completely powerless here, but you're going to need to throw it right back into Method's face here to keep this going. That was a huge, huge round win for Method. Not only did they get the eco off, but they did it so cleanly. They were able to take away 2, maybe 3 rifles. 3 rifles, I think, grand total.
Yeah.
And keep all their players alive. Like, just so much free stuff for them that round.
Yeah, that was a huge round. Oh, but even worse than that is Finesse able to peek out and with the rifle in hand takes down Silent, who had the AWP. Streb was quick to trade it out, though, as they had no cover from jungle to try and drop him. And Ely out in mid will catch a rotator. He's looking for another one. That's going to be JDM up in his face with a pistol, and JDM can't wrangle it in to take down Ely. So it'll actually be a 3-on-2 in favor of Method, who's looking to string together 2 rounds here, as we only have Hazed and Cutler left. And Hazed with only a 5.7, Cutler with the M4, so they're just going to try and hold here. They're actually going to work their way out towards mid to see if they can catch that one Lone Ranger out in mid to steal his gun, but no one will be there anymore, and actually we're going to have Method going for a hunt.
Yeah, it's actually a really solid spot to save from CLG. I don't think anyone's going to be peeking in this direction or even looking in this direction, so they should very easily be able to hold on to the M4 5.7 combo, but even players still looking for peaks anywhere they can, just unable to find them exactly. And looks like CLG might be looking to save up around that M4 once again. So that round loss on round 5, that eco actually sent them into 2 force buy / save weird eco situations, and they're not quite out of the woods yet. It's not going to be until next round that they'll be able to properly buy into a round. So Method right back in it, potentially stringing together 3 rounds here.
Into round 7 now. Method only down by 2. They have full guns up across the board, as we only have Hayes with body armor and a 5.7 flashbang. Finesse with a upgraded pistol. Actually, full upgraded pistols coming out from CLG, except for Color, who was able to save those 2 utility grenades, that M4 that he had, and that head armor. But no kit coming out for them, so they really need some big, fast pistol frags to get themselves into this round and not allow Method to string together 3 rounds in a row.
And that's actually what Finesse is setting himself up for. He has a pop flash to catch the players at... Oh, he's going to use it too early. He's going to expose himself. Probably not even get a frag. And no, turret's close to him. Did not effectively use that spot as Ely finds a frag elsewhere on Hayes.
Yeah, so Ely still staying alive here with 52 HP, does find himself a frag. Cutler's gonna try and peek out, he's gotta get out quick, and he will take down Ely, so rifle dropped at A. I think Tarek's gonna be trying to rotate over to get to that, as Method is actually rotating their way in that direction. Also, JDM will get picked up off of Catwalk from Toy, who's out in mid. Finesse will go try and trade that frag out. Let's see if he's able to have any luck, as Toy's worked his way all the way up on top of Catwalk. And Tarek was not able to get over and get that rifle, but he hits the one dig on the Toy. And Cutler, you gotta pull that down. Finesse was luckily there to hero it out. And it's gonna be Finesse one-on-one with Silent. Silent does have the op on his back. Able to lead his way over towards the site. Finesse is gonna push. Fires up some damage, just barely stays alive right there. Can he stay up? And time will expire. CLG will hold on just long enough. Finesse will get that round done in his favor. And that'll be 5-2 now for CLG.
And Finesse really could have gotten a kill there and actually not only denied Silent the op there, but actually even ecoed him even further by not allowing him to generate any economy. But at least Silent did come away with the op there. Solid round win there for CLG. Not one that they bought into a lot, but it's one that they somehow managed to squeak out a win on once again. So it is going to give them the cash necessary to buy up into this round and continue to make this one a competitive game. Man, that's a tough one to lose if you're Method, especially in that fashion.
Yeah, that's an absolute heartbreaker, but Method still has money to buy into this thing. They have money to fully upgrade here to try and combat what's going to be coming out from Counterlogic Gaming, which that was an eco for them. And even though Finesse was not able to save a rifle, oh, Cutler gonna make the first call. Gotta spam down towards the first man coming up the ramp. JDM has to be there with the op. He has to go get one, tries to pull it down, misses the shot, but Hayes luckily takes the opper out. JDM will capitalize, has to sit on the grenade. Toy will go down underneath balcony while he's completely blind. That'll be 6-2 now. Counterlogic Gaming strings two together. And let's see if they can keep that momentum from CT's side.
Yeah, it seems like they may be able to refine that groove that they found before. Method themselves going to be on an eco again, so I mean, they showed before that they could be very dangerous on these eco rounds, so it's just a matter of setting themselves up properly for it, and actually are going to be going all over towards B, which is perfect. I think CLG knows that there's an eco coming out, and actually going to be stacking over a third person in that direction, so they're putting themselves in a great position to catch these frags and catch the terrorists as they try to jump out of the apartments.
Round 9 underway. Method going to be on to the just the pistol upgrade here. They do have some utility, 3 smoke grenades and 2 flashbangs, with Streb actually buying head armor. I'm just assuming that was to even out his money. Yeah, he had more than enough cash to even it out a little bit. I think he was pretty decently up there cash-wise, but the upgraded pistols, let's see if it pays off for him. Cutler's got to be careful. Tarek takes on the first one. Vanessa's in the argument. Same with Cutler now, and they line those frags up. Only one player left. Justin worked his way all the way to the top of Cat. He's, or B-side top Cat anyways, and JDM will take him down with the op. That was a good hold from Counterlogic Gaming, not dropping more than one player. It'll be 7-2.
Certainly, and along with that was the great read from CLG, knowing what Method's economy was looking like and knowing what they could do to set themselves up for the ensuing eco round. So they read Method perfectly. They got to the right positions of the bomb site and had an easy hold because of it. It was just proper planning, got them the frags. Toy going to be trying to push his way through the smoke. I'm surprised he didn't get shot there. He's going to be getting up Cat really quickly. I don't know if Tarek has any idea. None of them have their guns out.
No.
Oh, one of them's going to get sprayed down. Actually, he's going to be coming in to trade that one out. Hazed himself now.
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Empty clip.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He will survive initially. Ends up re-peeking on the Ely and Connector. Takes him down, so we're even down. 3-on-3. Bomb planted at the B bomb site. We already have JDM in the kitchen, and it looks like both of his teammates are rotating kitchen side anyways. And at this point, they have to commit to this. Flashbang's going to come out. They're going to work off that pump. Silent was not blind at all. Able to take down Hayes, so JDM with the op. There it is. He'll find the shot on Silent. Now they can push through here. One is going to be up in the apartments, real close to the end of the balcony.
Cat, right?
And yeah, Streb, got to be careful. Justin takes out JDM, and Streb will remove Cutler. That'll be a third round now for Method, but CLG still up 7-3.
Yeah, it's going to put a lot of pressure onto CLG this round, whose economy is all over the place. They aren't going to be banking on the op coming out from JDM here. But either way, JDM didn't do a good enough job keeping the terrorists away from mid and allowing Toy and Co to split up on the B bomb site so quickly. And I mean, 2 rounds so far in this game, or 2 of Method's round wins in particular, have been from the B bomb site. So you got to imagine they're taking note of that and realizing that they've been winning when they've been catching the CLG gaming members off guard over there in B. So Justin, this round going to be the one getting caught off guard as JDM and his buddy push up. Strebber catching a frag before Hayes trades one
he's got to be
out.
careful. Streb will end up pushing onto Hayes, takes him down. I don't think they spotted JDM out, who's already in the connector. And they might get the shot onto Ely, but too little, too late. He does get the bomb planted.
Finesse,
Streb's
how do
going
you
to
not
get
see
spotted.
him? Finesse, look up!
Oh, man. Streb gets spotted, so they know where Silent is, and they know where Streb is. They're just going to smoke off Silent and make him have to hard peek out of that corner. They just have to worry about the ramp guy at the moment. No, Silent looked like he wanted to come out, but he didn't come out. Derek takes out the first shot. Now all they have to do is look up top. Silent's going to try and come out through the smoke, but he's stuck. Can't get out of the corner. Knows it's too little, too late again for him. So he's going to back off with the op in hand. Has to try and save it out. He's just got to be careful. Where's that CT? No, he's not actually going to push down and try and catch him out the back of apartments. That'll be 8-3 in favor of CLG.
Yeah, that round would have been much, much cleaner if Finesse just looked. I don't know. I guess the terrorist model blends into that wall in that corner perhaps a little bit too much, or too much for Finesse's liking. Either way, though, CLG not allowing Method to string together rounds here, and despite the fact they do have an op in their hands as JDM just barely avoids getting peeked by it, they are not in great shape financially for this round, but they'll get it back together. They are still sitting on a lot of cash, and actually they spent very little money going into this round. They are still financially solvent enough to make a buy happen sooner rather than later. But CLG already winning the half have shown some improvement from last game CT side, where they had to make a deep comeback towards the end of the game.
We have a one-man advantage in favor of CLG now, as Silent did go down to Hazed, but it is pretty broken buy, or it is a pretty broken buy coming out from Counterlogic Gaming. We actually have 2 SMGs, or now only 1 SMG, as JDM is able to pick up an op. Hayes and Cutler both get fragged, so it's up to Toy and Ely. There goes Ely down to JDM. And JDM's going to re-peek with the op here, having a feeling that Toy might be out in mid. And Toy is out in mid. He's up on catwalk right now. 1 Deegs. Tarek just rips his face off. Goes to peek, but Hayes will be looking from the A-bomb site. Out into mid. Hayes gets himself 3 that round. That'll be 9-3 as we hit round 13.
Yeah, also on that round, JDM got himself a free op. He's now holding on to Strebber's op, so he's looking to make nearly pure profit here if he could use that effectively and keep the Method players away from him. Yeah, just 1 op and the upgraded pistols was not going to be enough on the round. I'm curious to see what Toy has up his sleeve for mid this round. He's actually been doing a good job of bullying JDM and not allowing JDM to find comfortability with that op in his hands. Whether it's pushing through the smoke on him or using smokes to zone him away from mid. They've been pretty creative with their opportunities of keeping JDM away. And actually now they're nailing their smokes a little bit better. Should be a cleaner mid split.
Actually, T-side Method is able to find the first frag this round, or the opening frag, I should say. Oh, Hayes, a little bit of a box flashbang, but it works out in his favor. He knows there's another one there. He ends up working that into 2 kills in his favor. Silent up top, though, on the E-box. He's got to be careful, trying to spray down towards Toll Booth. Won't find anything as JDM takes down Justin. Toy is in the argument, trading out JDM, but Finesse is right there. That works it into a 2-on-1. And I don't know if Tarek was able to spot Silent, but Silent's going to try and use the smoke for cover. Get the flashbang, or get the cover down, gets the bomb planted. Eats some damage from the Molotov, and he's taking a little bit more now. They don't know where he is in the site. Flashbang partials for just a second, not enough. And Tarek and Finesse have to get a retake going here. They do have a kit in the hands of Finesse, and Silent is going to be playing the backup fireboxes in the corner. Does somebody check this? I believe they just jump checked, and they didn't see him. So Silent stays alive. They don't look for him. Finesse is going to jump with the bomb, and Silent, what a play! Takes a full down. Silent will get the 1 versus 2 clutch. What a play from Silent to hold on, the patience to win that round, and he gets the op out of it nonetheless.
I feel like that was another... I mean, admittedly, I was watching that not from FNS's perspective there, so, you know, whatever he saw could have been a little different than what I thought he saw based on his model, but I feel like he had to have looked right past that last remaining terrorist to get on the bomb, and he just didn't see him or react or tell Tarek, or I don't even know what else to say about it. I'm just so shocked that it's happening, but kudos to the Method players for getting that round win there, even in the 1-on-2 situation. But Tarek not pleased with how that last round broke down, as able to catch the flag. Oh, he didn't escape though.
I thought he was out of there. That play by Silent was absolutely masterful. That was so smart, so patient. No reason to just start spraying right off the bat. You know you have time. He gets on the bomb. You kill the one guy defending, then you kill the bomb diffuser. That heads-up play was absolutely nuts. And Method is capitalizing off that so far. I mean, they've worked this all the way down to a 3-on-2 with Hayes trying to rotate towards the A-bomb site, ready for Ely to peek. Does he hit the shot? Takes him down. So A-bomb site is no longer wide open, as Ely was all the way in it. And it looks like Toy and company, well, Toy and Streb, the only two Ts alive, will be working towards B, as they should be pretty much sure that one CT will be at each bomb site.
And they will be mostly correct here, as Finesse is in the back towards Van. This is his opportunity to step up, as he just was too busy defusing the bomb to get that last remaining frag last round. Finesse against Strebber here. Oh, he's going to see a piece of Strebber's head. That's going to be a frag for him, so that's bomb down with 14 seconds left on the clock. Oh, he didn't have to peek. He could have forced Toy to push up on him, but with 10 seconds left, Hayes now has an idea where Toy is. I don't know if Toy knows. Oh, he does. Hayes,
Toy!
Oh, man. Huge step up for Toy on the round 3K bomb plan there to line his pockets just a little bit. But, I mean, I feel like, once again, that was a round where Finesse just doing or I don't know exactly what he's doing. He could have easily just sat there at vent. He knew he had the bomb. It doesn't matter where the next remaining terrorist was, as long as you can keep your eye on the bomb and stay hidden and stay alive for as long as possible. With 15 seconds left, you just stay alive, and that way you let your teammate potentially play a one-on-one if you get pushed and killed, but you get so much information just staying there. And with that, that's going to be in trouble here. It looks like we're going to be seeing a 9-6 half as Method's cruising their way up past an MTB bomb site, or a now MTB bomb site.
Yeah, CLG going to be up 9-5. Looks like it's only going to be 9-6 though, as we're in the final round of the half. Commentators Gaming brought out everything that they could. And guns in favor of Method right now. They're going to get the bomb planted in the B bomb site. It'll be JDM and Cutler on the retake, both with 5.7s in hand. Cutler does get the first one. JDM gets ripped apart by Toy. And Cutler's trying to find another one through the smoke. As Silence right there in his face, but it doesn't matter. Toy steps up. AK through the kitchen window. Will get the final frag. That'll be a 9-6 half in favor of Counterlogic Gaming. But Method getting 6 rounds from T side. That is going to bode very, very well for them.
Yeah, certainly. I no longer have any idea which direction this game is going to go. It was just Method stepped up so big at the end and winning 2 1-on-2s actually, back-to-back 1-on-2s to keep themselves in this game. I think both rounds that shouldn't have gone their way. I think we should be looking at like an 11-4, which is a dramatically different scoreline than 9-6, but you know, CLG just making these minor errors, and it's costing them rounds. So kudos to the Method players for exploiting those mistakes and staying competitive in this game. And I mean, they're 1 pistol round away from very much being in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And again, we see people talking about it in chat, what happened there with Finesse, and the smart play there. You're 2 versus 1. You know the bomb is inside the B bomb site. There's literally zero reason to peek out and try and gunfight that guy when your teammate's in kitchen. All you had to do was sit back. Even if he knew that Finesse was Van, he would have had to try and push around that corner and spray Finesse down, which probably would have been an easy spray down, but he would have had to walk all the way over to Van to try and make that happen. That's more time ticking down. They were already down to like 9 seconds anyways, and then all Hayes has to do was sit back, and that still would have been a 2 versus 1 in their favor.
Yeah. I don't know.
There was no reason to push that out, just because he came out.
I guess the kicker would be that he wasn't 100% sure where Toy was. But I mean, if I'm in that position, he's standing on that box where if you jump from where he was standing and like if you jump and hop backwards, you hop immediately upwards. Like you land immediately and you can look into apartments. So even if he didn't know that he was next to him in the middle of the site, if I'm him, I'm checking apartments first. I'm just hopping up, taking a quick peek up there, getting information.
You're 2v1 at that point. There's no reason to get aggressive and low time. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
he tried to hero it is what happened. He banked on getting the hero play, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, and then it left Hayes kind of dry, like, just in a poor position where Hayes kind of had to now pick up the slack, and he just got spotted up. I told you, it was just really. I mean, there was a lot of just unfortunate timing, but I really think there were a few opportunities for Finesse to make some not better plays, but just different plays. It's not like the plays he made were bad. It's just that I feel like he could have just not been as predictable a few times, and yeah, I think they could be looking at a slightly better scoreline. So, you know, obviously hindsight is 2020. So, what are you going to do about it? If I'm Finesse, I'm looking towards these next rounds and thinking about how I can be effective for my team on pistol round and kind of alleviate some of the errors made previously.
So now second half is about to get underway. Pistol round coming out between both of these teams. And if Method is able to get this pistol round, the two anti-ecos, we've tied this up at 9-9. I mean, CT side has the advantage here. So look for Method to try and put up some big numbers, considering CLG struggled earlier on T side on a map that they absolutely dominated threes up on earlier in the day.
And we're going to see CLG grouped up towards B. They're getting ready to explode out as Tarek is in a gunfight with someone in mid whose X-ray is not on. It'd be really cool if we could get some X-ray. And there we are. Tarek was silent for Tarek was taking down, but the B take is on. And yeah, the CLG members are just steamrolling their way through that bomb site.
Yeah, just storm their way directly in. It'll be Justin and Streb on the rotate. Justin does take down Tarek. He's trying to work his way through the window room. Hits him right in the face with the silent USP. Takes his head off. Oh, Hayes, great boost spot. I don't think Justin's going to check this. And he is definitely not going to check it. And Hayes will capitalize on that fact. Streb gets a frag onto Finesse. But they now know that he's up on Catwalk. They can change their focus in that direction. Hayes will be the early peak. Cutler's going to be the second one, and JDM is going to be the final man if they need it. Right as he peeks out, Cutler will hit the shot from up on balcony. That'll be 10-6 in favor of CLG.
And two players also coming away with armor, so that is a nice. Although they're going to have to rebuy if they want the helmet aspect. JDM's going to commit on that. Hayes, not so certain quite yet. I need to avoid getting ecoed once again by Method, this time on a different side of the board, but it's still definitely possible, particularly with that scout on Justin's hands. He's going to be, looks like jump spotting the upper B apartments, but he's actually not going to be finding anyone in that direction, so a little bit of wasted effort with that scout, as it's going to be up to these armor 5-7 buys to hold off the bomb.
So that upgraded armor and pistol that Later was just talking about. Let's see if it's able to work here. It's going to be a stack towards the A bomb site. 4 CTs in that direction. And they see the initial one, and that's going to be Tarek. He ends up going down, but they only saw 1 CT, so smokes will come out. They have to be careful. Look up, JDM! Finally looks up. Legs. Streb right there. They do some good damage. They know there's 2 there for sure. Nades are going to come out towards CT. That should pick up Streb as it does. But Silent and Ely are in the equation with frags of their own. But Finesse and JDM quick on the trade outs. Both CTs are here in the bomb site, and they're going to commit to it. Finesse doesn't check on their balcony. Tries to jump across. Ends up going down. JDM now knows that Toy is somewhere below him. He's got the scout. Doesn't know where Toy is exactly. But Toy knows JDM's up above him somewhere. JDM in a tough spot here. He'll actually swap out to the Khalil. Gonna throw the flashbang down below. He's gonna peek out. He sees the head of Toy as he comes around the corner, knowing that if he was underneath balcony, he was completely blind. And JDM gets the one-on-one clutch for his team. Actually, the 1v2 clutch for his team. But that was an anti-eco, and they dropped 4 players to make that happen.
Yeah,
and he got a 4K.
Monster clutch coming out from him there, because that very easily could have gone sideways, and Method would have been in a really strong position to make a comeback. But I mean, Method was also still pretty bought into that round, you know, considering how much money they started with. They all went for that head armored 5-7 buy. That's $1,500. They're spending a piece minimum, assuming no one else bought any nades or anything. So pretty expensive round for Method. Almost goes their way. But this turn they have to rely on just the basic pistols and 1 P250 on Toy. Actually, make that 2. There's 1 on Silent as well.
Ooh, jump peek from Strem. He's going to read some information, but Finesse being smart, checking his corners. Does he overcommit to this peek, though? And Tarek gets caught completely out in the open. JDM's right there. Does he have these frags? No, he ends up going down, only getting one. And the pistol play coming out from Method is working out huge. Hayes does have the bomb on his back. He's got to be careful coming out top mid, though. That's going to be Justin on the rotate. Silence right there on catwalk. And Hayes hit the shot, not able to do it. And Silent with the pistol will find the final kill of that round. And that's going to be Method taking an eco over Counterlogic Gaming. And as you can see, CLG money, not great. So Method going to be on the buy here.
No, that's actually Method's second eco of the game thus far. Now one on each side of the board. Really solid stuff from them. And you can see, just looking at the guns they have, 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and an M4. That's 4 free guns that they were able to take away from CLG. So you got to imagine that it's going to be a huge confidence booster from them. But Silent, with only 1 bullet in the clip, knows he's being pushed on in mid. Has plenty of time to dump a new clip in there. Actually, it's JDM that is going to be surprising from the side.
Yeah, so JDM does find 1 frag on the round. That'll make it 3 versus 4, but guns up for Method. As JDM does now have that rifle, he's just going to be playing this angle just in case anybody comes through there. And if he waits this out long enough, he should find somebody working their way through. But it's going to be a tough battle for him to get more than that, especially if Ely stays locked in that angle. And he doesn't. He actually rotates away from it. So we might have Justin get a little over-aggressive and push into the window room and go down as we actually have Tarek and Cutler working towards this B bomb site. And now Justin's not even going to push on that. He's just going to wait for JDM. And I think JDM's going to do pretty much the same here. Just play this angle and hope that he can catch one. Boy, he's going to be the first man at B to see anybody. He knows the other player's dropped somewhere down in the side and tries to jump peek him, but he gets picked up and JDM forces through. The window will get caught. That's an 8th round for Method now.
Yeah, and they're going to be dropping 1 Galil overall, but that's not too terrible. CLG's money is still very much all over the place. Even though JDM is super rich, it would not be advantageous for him to spend it on an op right now. So, be just taking another breather, slowing it down. Actually, maybe not slowing it down, but with Tech9's hands, they actually might be doing the opposite. They might be speeding it up here, but trying to just find an opening from Method and trying to find anything that they can exploit here.
Round 20. CLG only with pistol and some of their players with armor here. And it looks like they want to try and work this into a B take. It looks like all 5 going in that direction. They got to run through the molly. They're going to go through the grinder here. Ely gets 1 before traded down by Tarek. Silent still playing the edge of that smoke. And the T's haven't made their way out of balcony yet. Silent actually misses a shot there. Misses 2 to be exact. Corey gets 1 before traded out. And Silent finally makes 1. Tarek will take him down. It'll be Tarek and Finesse. Finesse, you got to hurry to help your team out. Tarek trying to shoulder peek out. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Tarek gets the shot. Actually, no. Finesse steals it away. Now they're 2 versus 1. And that will be Finesse closing down the round. So an eco victory for Counterlogic Gaming, making it 12-8. And now they're going to have money on their side. Whereas on the other, only 1 person's low and they can drop for Silent. So should be able to force this one out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's
really
going
a
to.
force, so.
Yeah, they should have. No, it is. They're getting a full buy-in there. I mean, Toy spending all of his money is going to end up without armor, but with all that utility on him, and actually on everybody, I'll consider that a full buy coming out of here from Method. Either way, CLG just refusing to give up and throwing an eco right back into the face of Method. I would say they're both 2 for 2, or 2 and 2 thus far in the series. Either way, trades thus far going for CLG as they're cruising their way through this gun round.
Looking good here. Streb is going to be one of the last CTs left alive with Justin. And B-bomb site has been taken. And yeah, no, Method already committed to the save here. They're going to let that B-bomb site get overran. They're just going to hang out at A and try and hold on to their rifles for the next round, as I know they're pretty deep bought out into this. They don't have a lot of cash here. And oh, Hazed will catch one of the CTs jumping. Doesn't fire off a shot, though, so he's going to push in that direction. And they are actually, yeah, they're committing to this hunt. They think both CTs are there, so they're going to go try and take some rifles out of their hands, because they know Method should be on a save now.
Yeah, let's see if Cutler is able to find one or both of these counter-terrorists. Going to be him versus Justin here, and Hazed versus Strebber. Justin going to win the first duel. Hayes now coming in. Going to be winning the duel against Strebber. Justin wins the second one now. So now looks like he's going to be able to hold on to that M4 as there's no one quite there to challenge him. Yeah, Finesse does not get around that corner. So CLG winning another round. Method holding on to an M4. You know, if I'm CLG, I would consider that a decent trade. I don't think they wanted Justin to come away with that M4, as it's going to allow them to kind of limp into this round like they're doing just now, but I don't think it is too terrible. That feels like a desperation move from Method, going with the 3 M4 and then 2 upgraded pistols setup. I mean, I don't see them really winning the game off of this.
I mean, they're going to force what they can here. Toy does find a nice frag, though, off of Catwalk, looking out towards mid to take down Hazed. And it will be that 5-on-4 in favor of Method and Finesse. Does he go for this push here? Ely's got a good seam on that smoke, but Finesse, does he spot him out? You can't quite see his legs, and Ely wins that thing. Thanks to that nice little seam that he was working at the window up there in the B halls. That'll make it a 5-on-3 now. And Method, broken by and all, might try to win this one out. Or might win it, I should say. Not try, because they're definitely trying to win.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're trying their hearts out right now. Going to be up to somebody here to find a pick on a Method player somewhere. I don't really think they're too picky how it goes down, but someone just needs to do something. Ely in a great position here to catch both Cutler and Tarek off guard. Great pop flash. He's going to get Ely killed, and he's just spamming at a wall. Just did not have the read. That's going to put Silent in a tough position as well. He's going to get smoked off, and man, they're switching this into an A take. This CLG team is pretty dynamic thus far on the T side. But they're going to have to be wary of Silent. Silent able to hit one quick one-tap before getting traded out. Justin also coming in 4-1 as well. So now JDM in a 1-on-3. I'd say a tough 1-on-3.
Yeah, very, very tough 1-on-3. Ends up getting ripped at the end by Toy. So CLG will get halted at 13 rounds. Method now has 9 in their favor. And that was great play by Method, and a very, very nice. I don't know if that's on purpose what Ely did there with that smoke in the window, but it ended up being very beautiful.
Yeah, and man, this Method team just really knows how to keep these games close and how to make us scary ones for CLG, because right when you think CLG is going to have an opportunity to pull away and close the game out, Method just keeps themselves right back in it. Curious to see if they could pull off the full comeback here, or if CLG's A take is going to be too much. Either way, Color just going to have a Tech 9 in hand, not the firepower they really need from him.
So A-Take is incoming here, as Later just said. There's going to be CLG trying to make their way in. Justin is still in the site, just hiding there. Let's see. Nobody checks it. No, he fires up a shot. Now they know he's here. He's trying to spam down, but they do get the bomb planted. Finesse will find one with the AK in his hands. They've worked it into a 2-on-2 now. And man, Hazed, great positioning here. Got to be careful, though. Silence right there. Oh, Spam tries to take down the connector. Doesn't get either one of them. Will go down to Silent. And man, what a missed opportunity. Now they know exactly where JDM is. They're going to throw some flashbangs his direction. Not really going to do much to him. Got to be careful with the Molotov. Throws the Molotov out onto the bomb, but he's covered with smoke now. So this is going to be tough. And no, they know they can't. They don't even have kits. So they do have a kit. Toy had one. And Toy might have been able to make that happen. Yeah, so
he had 30 HP.
Yeah. Good heads-up play by JDM to wait to the last possible second to throw that Molotov and not get picked to cover that bomb. Good play.
Yeah, and that's just what you get for staying alive deep and around it and not dying. I mean, as the last man standing, obviously you want to not die, but I feel like this is a game where we've seen people just purposelessly peek wide and try to take a fight for the fight's sake, and that really just goes to show what you can accomplish just by staying alive and being a nuisance for the other team. Even if they can't kill you, they can't comfortably sit on the bomb. So really solid play for JDM, as you just noted. Another broken by coming out from Method. They were decently successful with it last time. They would have got a pick here before. Oh, getting traded out there. Now a 4-on-4.
So Silent down, Hazed is down for their respective teams. JDM with the op will be able to get that one frag on the Silent. It's going to be a broken by coming out from Method. They want to fight for the win, not for the tie here. So they bought out what they could this round, which is always dangerous because CLG, if they take this round home, And when you're on that broken pipe, they're going to have an easy... Oh, Tarek catching the jumping strummer at the back of Ticket Booth. But as I was saying, if CLG does win this round against you on a broken buyout, then the final round, or possibly the final round of the game, is going to be a tough eco, and more than likely a buyout for you anyways. And it's trouble, but Ely is able to take down JDM trying to plant a bomb. Toy gets ripped apart by Finesse in the window room. It's all up to Justin. Gets a nice little angle there onto Cutler, but Tarek re-peeks him, takes him down. That's 15 rounds and guaranteed overtime for CLG. As I just talked about, Method, no economy here, but they got to buy out.
Yeah, when you immediately buy 2 scouts, you know your time may be up in the game. If the double scout setup is your game plan, maybe time to pack it in. Let's see what they can get done with it. CLG now 1 round away from winning 2 games tonight, which is unlike what we've seen from them thus far in the CEVO season, as they've been the lord of the ties. But the win here would be absolutely huge. And Silent, we're going to get blinded and taken down by Finesse. An immediate man advantage for CLG as they look to close this one out.
So in round 25, possibly the last round of this game, CLG is now on match point here against Method, and Method's bought out into it. They don't have a choice. They have to buy. They have to fight for the tie now if they want to come away with any points at all. And CLG, after a very close map number 1 against Method, looking to try to bring this home in a 16-9 fashion. But Ely puts his 2 cents in there, gets the jump. Scout Streb does go down to Tarek. He's trying to find one on Justin. There goes Toy also. So now it's all up to Ely in the clutch. 1 versus 4 to keep his team alive in this and not allow Counter Logic Gaming to go 2-0 on the night. And they do. They 2-0 threes up first, then they 2-0 Method. And that is what we were talking about earlier, that CLG really needs both of these wins tonight to get themselves those 4 points going forward, and they got all 4 of the points tonight.
Yeah, in fantastic fashion as well. And just doing some mental math right here, that additional 2 points is actually going to boost them from 6th place to 3rd place, or to tied with 3rd place, who was Method. They're actually, I mean, they just beat Method, so head-to-head, you'd think they would take that 3rd slot. Method would drop down to 4 there. And just like that, CLG rising through the ranks in these games. They have a bunch of games left to play. They aren't too many games deep into the season. They still have some, I think 3 more games left to play, and they're already hanging out in 3rd place. It seems like they are well on their way of clawing their way back into the whole league and being able to potentially make these LAN finals. They just need to continue to close as strongly as they've been playing recently, because they've been picking up the slack big time recently.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have a few matches left, but this is what this is turning into now, is the battle of 0 losses, which at this point, we have Luminosity Gaming with 0 losses. We have Team Liquid with 0 losses. Counter Logic Gaming with 0 losses still. You can basically count out anybody with more than 1 at this point, because there's still a chance Luminosity can drop a game. There's still a chance that Liquid can drop one. And there's still a chance that CLG can drop one. But, I mean, if you come out of the season with no losses, all ties or wins, you're right up in there, unless every single game you played was a tie, which is still at that point 11 points. So you're still up there decently high in the standings. So basically anybody with more than 1 loss is for sure out of it at the moment. Unless something crazy happens with our 0-loss teams and they lose every match, but that won't happen.
Yeah, it's just a little unrealistic. Winterfox, I guess, would be the big question mark there, as they are one of those teams with only 1 loss right now. But excuse me, CLG, Liquid, Luminosity, Conquest in there at 5-1-4 could be one of those borderline teams. Those are 3 really strong representatives for North American Counter-Strike, and they're going to be battling it out for those top spots. I think things are going to get really hairy between these 2 teams, between these 4 or so teams. And it's going to make for a really exciting potential LAN finals.
Definitely. Going to be definitely exciting in the North American region. Hopefully we have some more, or I know we're going to have good games. I shouldn't say hopefully, because there's still more Counter-Strike to be played in the North American season. We have more games coming up tomorrow in EU, and we have a lot of EU games left to go. There's a lot of EU to be played. Way more EU than North America right now to find out who's actually going to finish out the season, get those spots, be able to make it to the LAN. That's in November. What is that? November 6th through the 8th, I believe. The first weekend in November is what it should be. First or
Okay.
second, either way, depending on how the days fall. But still, yeah, coming up in November, that's going to be at the MLG Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Once again, awesome place. Make sure you guys start getting those tickets. You guys wanna go to this because last time it was absolutely a blast. Actually, both times I've been there, it's been an insane blast. The MLG Arena is amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure this finals is going to be no different than the past ones, but that's actually going to do it for us here tonight. So real quick before we go, you can check both of us out on Twitter. I'm at LatorYo. He's at Misled138. You could also follow at MLG and at CEVO for updates about the league and whatever programming they have on or whatever MLG and CEVO tweet about. You'll be able to find out by following them. And that is pretty much it. Once again, you can check out alphadraft.com. They are the sponsors for our mid-game and pre-game shows.
Oh, yes.
And also CSGO Lounge for all your betting needs. CSGOLounge.com. I'm sure everyone already knows about that one already. And that's it, right? Did I do a good job?
You got it. You nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Perfect. Bring us home.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. EU, North America, both coming up. I'm going to be back here tomorrow night to do some more games. Are you on with me tomorrow night too?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'll find out. I'm not. I was just told I'm not.
No young boy with me tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in for EU and North America. Thank you again for hanging out with us. Have a good night, everybody, and we will catch you again very, very soon.